Hey, this is Web Junior 1977 here. Hopefully it doesn't kick me off here. I'm not really sure if I have the bandwidth today to do this, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. Let me tie up loose ends here and make sure that I sign out of the PlayStation Network. Hi here. Let's see. What's going on, Mr. Transan38? Might get Chris Tuff in here, chatting away, if he becomes available here soon. I just found out that I just realized the new God of War's out. Do you work today, Aaron? Sunday? Do you work? Hopefully it doesn't kick me off here. It's weird because normally it'll kick you off within a few seconds, or otherwise it'll wait until 8 minutes or like 10 minutes or something. And then if you can get past like the 10-minute mark, for some reason, for me anyway, if you can get past the 10-minute mark, then you're usually good. But I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. I'm hoping to get Chris in here if he becomes available to chat. I have to put my headset on, of course. But send out a few messages. Let's see. So how's it going, Aaron? Are you at work? You're not at work right now, are you? No, are you at work right now? Did you go in Saturday? Did you have to go in Saturday, or I didn't see you in there, but I wasn't sure if you might have started later or something. Might take in some might round up some games or something, take them into GameStop, and trade them in and get a little bit off my God of War game. Possibly. I'm not sure. I'll get it, I just don't know if I'll get it right now, but see who all is in here. It says there's 5 people in here. Aaron's the only one that commented so far. Is anyone else in here? Anyone else want to talk about any kind of gaming? Want to see anything that's behind me here? There's a lot of stuff to see here. It's kind of hard to see it all, but there's that new N64 that I got. There's a crack right there, but it ain't nothing big. It works fine. I got this cover for it because it was just black, and this cover is just black. But I did get the cover for that as well, so I have the jungle green one now. I'd probably end up tearing this apart because there's stuff inside of there. But yeah, it worked great. This was in that if you watched my other video of the stuff I got out of that tote, that $60 tote that I bought, this was in there. Pretty badass. Glad to add that to my Nintendo 64 collection. I'm not one that's going to be collecting all the N64 shit, but hey, Liquid, what's up, brother? I got this little, I don't really like these that much, but it works fine, which is kind of surprising. I think it's the first time I've ever owned one that actually works the way it's supposed to work. The little midget PlayStation 2. What was the name of that game you were playing? That RPG one with the evil genie. It's called Dark Knight. Or yeah, Dark Knight. It's called Dark Cloud. Oh, I moved all my shit. It's called Dark Cloud. Oh yeah, how's he doing? Hope he's doing alright. Also bought the screen. It doesn't have the tripod or whatever. But it's got the also got this monitor. It doesn't have HDMI, but I have a thing to put on there for HDMI, to change that to HDMI. I know, PS2 just need video cables. I got this for $2. $2 freaking. Pretty awesome for $2, and it works great. Just gonna mount it on my wall or whatever. Gonna mount it on my wall or whatever. Here probably from my one computer, but yeah, I've gotten some new stuff since I last did a video. Been wanting to do some more retro games. I will be doing. I'm currently working on a new setup, kind of to do my retro gaming. So that's why I haven't done any retro game streams for a while. If it doesn't work out in enough time, in the time frame that I want it to work out in, I'll probably just go back to my old setup because I want to do some. And you know, until I get it set up fully, because I want to go back to doing some retro games. But I like talking about retro games almost as much as I like playing the retro games. So that's kind of what I've been doing right now, trying to get a good setup for streaming my retro games and stuff, trying to make it look better, I guess you would say. But and that screen might actually help. Because I'm probably gonna stream on that and have a camera set up to where it'll just be set to that, and I won't have to move it. So once I flip to that, so yeah, set up a tripod, like not a tripod, but something I can mount the camera to. If anybody if anybody finds out anything about some sort of mount, some sort of other mounting thing for the PlayStation 4 camera, I don't think there's one in existence, but I don't think they make one. But if anybody watching the stream now or watching it later on when it's uploaded, if you hear of any kind of thing that can mount the PS4 camera to like a stationary position, kind of, because I like to mount it somewhere, like, and then put that screen on the wall, and then I can hook a speaker to it, to my Raspberry Pi, and I can stream it a whole lot easier. I know that you're not supposed to stream retro games through through HDMI, and I don't like doing it like that myself. But the way I have it set up here, it's probably going to be a better bet for me. Seeing that the Raspberry Pi it's not that it only projects images with HDMI. It will work with RCA's, but you got to buy an extra little adapter thing. It's kind of stupid. But I thought I would just be able to plug in a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack with the 3 RCA's on it, but apparently you can't. You gotta have a little box, and it's only like, I don't know, I could probably get one for $12 or $13 shipped to the house, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I might go that route eventually, but there's other priorities. I want to maybe buy the game Ark. If anybody knows anything about Ark, has any comments for it, leave a comment in the comment section or whatever. But I wouldn't mind trying Ark. I heard it's pretty decent. And of course, I didn't realize that the God of War game was out, so I'm probably gonna end up getting God of War first, most likely, because I'm a huge God of War fan. But yeah, I bet it is. It's tough. I've heard going through that kind of stuff, but my my mother-in-law is going to be going through that kind of stuff. She already went through it a few times already, but she might have to be going through it on a like every other day or something. And I know it's going to be horrible for her, but she's a tough woman. But the human body can only take so much, you know. But I hope she pulls through, does well. So, but yeah, my best to your father. I know that I can't say I know what you're going through, because my father's in somewhat good health. I mean, he's in decent health still, but I know there's going to come a time when, oh, no problem, brother. I know there's going to be a time when he's not going to be, but I don't want to think about that until the day comes, you know, kind of thing, and I'll have to deal with it then. But yeah, it's definitely a tough time, especially when you were younger. You look up to your dad, and you probably still do, but I mean, you think of him as invincible. Like when you're a little kid, you're like, he's like larger than life, you know what I mean? And he's like Superman, you know what I mean? And then to see, you know, later in life going through this kind of stuff, it's rough. It definitely is. But definitely is. I can only imagine. I mean, I've had family members go through things. I've never had my father yet go through stuff, but I've had family members, you know, go through that, like my grandmother, my grandfather, stuff like that, you know. grandfather went through real bad Alzheimer's disease. My grandmother went through sugar problems, lost her leg, got real weak, and I mean, it's rough for sure. But when your own father or mother goes through it, then it's a whole different ballgame. And I feel for you, brother. I'm praying for you. Praying that he pulls through for you. You only have one father in life, and that, I mean, you can have stepfathers, but stuff like that. But you only have one biological father, and so you gotta hold on to him, take care of him. And I know if I'm put in a position where I have to take care of my dad, I'm gonna do it, if I'm physically able to, physically and mentally able to, I guess I should say. But yeah, past the 10-minute mark, so that's a good thing. But that's not saying it won't kick me off. So if it kicks me off, I'd probably just leave this video up. But hopefully it won't kick me off, and I can go for a couple hours. But I'll probably get hold of my local Walmart after the video just to see whether or not they have a sufficient amount of God of War games in stock to decide whether I'm going to go get one or if I'm going to go to GameStop when they open. I don't really like GameStop much anymore. It's not that they're horrible, but it's just, I don't know. I like going to the retro game places, not only because it's retro gaming, but because it's like the mom and pop shops, and I want to support them as much as I can. And I encourage all of you to do the same, because when it comes down to it, they care more about you than GameStop. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. GameStop it's a multi-million-dollar company, and they're just worried about you. They're just worried about the bottom line. They're just worried about money. And the other ones are, the mom and pop shops are worried about money too, but they're not as quick to try to steal your money, pretty much, in different aspects, different ways of doing it, like club cards and subscriptions to things, and you can only get a certain amount of trade in. They give you shit for your trade in. I mean, they just rake you over the coals, basically. So I try not to go to GameStop as much as I used to. Well, I mean, I don't go as much as I used to. I try not to rely on them as much, because I've been trying to support the mom and pop shops, because I want them to thrive and become more and more. And you're starting to see it now, that there's a lot more retro game stores cropping up, and it's really awesome to see that. So Toys R Us is actually going out of business. I don't know if I'm sure all of you've heard that already, but I also heard the rumor that after their demise would be the rise of KB Toys again. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would be badass if it was true. It would really be awesome, but I don't know if it is, but we'll see. So I don't want to start that rumor. I'm sure the rumor's already started, but I mean, I don't want to take the rumor any further. I don't like supporting rumors, but if it's true, then that'd be awesome. So, did you get the free game Mad Max? When did that become available, Liquid? Recently, or? Because I've been putting, what I do is I don't download the free games, but I put them in my library just in case I ever want to download them. Just in case I ever want to download them, the KB Toys is coming back? Is that what you're talking about? Let me refresh my computer screen over here. Hell yeah. It's good to hear. I have fond memories of KB Toys. Alrighty. But yeah. What game? Oh, the Mad Max game. When did that become available? Is that like the month of April's free games for PlayStation Plus? Is that what that is? But yeah, hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that, Liquid. But yeah, I got on the I got on here and was getting ready to okay, cool. I'll definitely have to check that out. Add it to my library, and I got a 2 terabyte hard drive now, external hard drive plugged in, so I can download a lot more shit now and go that way. Even playing. Does it have a multiplayer aspect? Or I've been wanting to play Ark. I don't know if you played Ark or not, Liquid. It's like a Minecraft, but like I heard it's like an adult Minecraft. Like I don't like to say adult Minecraft because Minecraft isn't necessarily for kids. Because I enjoyed playing it for a while and I go back to it once in a while. I like the building aspect of it. I don't necessarily play it the way it's supposed to be played, but I like the building aspect of it and the survival aspect of it. So I guess I do play it sort of the way it's supposed to be played, but I don't pursue every single aspect of the game the way we should, the way you should play it. But I enjoyed certain parts of the game, so I think Ark would be a good game. But it probably now that the God of War's out, I'm probably not going to pick it up anytime soon. So, but I'll definitely pick up God of War before I pick that up. So, and I was gonna pre-order God of War, but again, that pre-order that's another way that GameStop fucking steals your money. Basically, I mean, they don't necessarily steal your money, I guess, but I don't know. It's another way for GameStop to rope you in on stuff. And I know that they get like what's the word for it? They get some sort of commission probably from it, but and you want to support stuff like that, and because they probably don't get paid much. And I heard GameStop doesn't really treat them that well. As a company, they don't really treat their employees that well. But and that's pretty sad too. But I don't know. Oh, I know they they don't they're horrible when it comes to like you go out and buy a brand new fucking game and then like I don't know a week or a month later or something and you take it back and try to trade it in. They want to give you pennies for it. I mean, it's just horrible. Like I know they need to make money, but geez, like they can make money off of what I mean. They don't have to like so they sell you a game for $60 and then a couple weeks later you take it and they want to give you like $11 for it or some shit. That's bullshit. It's like horrible. Like and then they mark it up to they give you $11 for it and they'd mark it up to $40 used or if it's a $60 game they'd probably make it $50 used. But they gave you 11 for it. That stupid. Like if you want to make more business, give a little bit more money. You know what I mean? And then they're asking like they're like, oh, they get the new pro member. There's actually a new membership now. it was like 20, I don't know, 20 some, like $20, I think, uh, for a year. I think it's a year. I'm not positive about that, but it was like $20. Now they got a $30 option that gives you a little more stuff, but it's like they act like it's a real great deal, but they're making money off of it, so it's not really saving you money at all. I mean, they just make it look like you're saving money, or they at least try to any of the weak-minded people that don't know any better. They try to make it look like you're saving money when you're in fact not really saving any money at all. You can save a lot more money by going to retro places, and again you can't take. There's a lot of stuff you can't take to a GameStop and trade in anyway, whether you want to or not, because they wouldn't give you shit for it. So I don't really trade in shit anymore, unless I know for a fact I'm never going to play it again, and there's a game I really want to knock a couple bucks off of it, off the game I want to buy. Other than that, you won't see me in a GameStop unless it's to get like lamps and figures and stuff like that. And even then, you can get them online, probably cheaper. So I mean, I go in there and look around. Don't get me wrong, I'll still go into GameStop and look around and stuff, but I just don't. I don't support them the way I used to. Maybe toys coming back December. What? Well, that'd be a good time for them to come back. Like mid-December would be a great time for them to come back, or early or mid-December, because Christmas would be just around the corner then. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's bad. I have a couple things, a couple video game. I don't know if it's my box Super Nintendo or my box Genesis or something up there, or it might even be the 32X. At least one of them, I think, is got a KB Toy price tag on it, which is pretty awesome. It's one of them. I can't remember which one it is, but I don't know if it's right on the front. Okay, the Super Nintendo is a Kmart. I don't think the Genesis has one. Could be wrong then. Maybe it doesn't have. This one's got like a lowered price over top of something. But I thought I had something, but I thought I had something that had a KB Toy price tag on it, but apparently maybe not. But yeah, good to hear that. That's pretty awesome to come back. I got a lot of toys from KB Toys. I bet, yeah, that was kind of the place to be. I mean, it's kind of sad in a way to see Toys R Us go, but because I do have some fond memories of Toys R Us as a kid, but it's kind of sad to see. It's kind of sad to see any company go, but it's honestly, if GameStop went out of business, though, I wouldn't bat an eyelash. But sorry, I just wouldn't. But Toys R Us, it does kind of hold some childhood memories when I was younger, but KB Toys, when they come back, that'd definitely be awesome. I'll definitely be rooting for them to succeed this time around. But what was the other one? I can't remember. There was another toy store, I think. Maybe I'm thinking of KB Toys, but I think there was another toy store too that had video games and toys, and I can't remember. Maybe you'll know Liquid. It was a pretty popular one that went out of business years ago. But yeah. But I mean, it's when one door opens, another door. One door shuts, another door opens, and you got to take the bad with the good. So, but there'll always be something out there. You know what I mean? KB Toys didn't exist only because because when Toys R Us got made it big, then they kind of couldn't compete with them anymore. But now that Toys R Us is going, then EB Games, that might be it. I'm not sure. They had a lot of them in the mall, I remember. I can't remember. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't really. I'm maybe thinking of KB Toys. I think I'm thinking of KB Toys, but is KB Toys the one that has the is KB Toys the one the logo that has like the little toy soldier, like the Nutcracker toy soldier logo? I think they are, right? Liquid. Are you still here, Aaron? Cool. Oh, Trinity, I'm sorry. I'm not even... I'm looking at the comments. I'm not necessarily looking at who's typing them. Welcome, Trinity. I think that's how they pronounce that. Trinity Harris. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by the stream. It's been a little while since I've been on. I've been running my mouth a lot more than anything else, but I like talking to everybody, though. I like talking about different... I like, talking about video games over here, and then boom, you know what I mean? Then going on to a completely different subject. I like doing that. But like I said, I'm going to be doing. I'm definitely going to be going back into retro games in the very near future. I got that little monitor, and I got a speaker that I'm going to hook up to the Raspberry Pi, which I already did. I already hooked it up to show what the Let's see. Got the see, look, I got this it's a DVI, which is like a bigger version, sort of a bigger version of the VGA, but it's a DVI, which is capable of at least 720p, I believe. It's an HD input, and it goes to HDMI. That'll plug into my Pi. That'll plug into that monitor that I just showed you. I'll be hanging it on the wall. When you got like limited space, like I have right here, you tend to figure out how to like put stuff on the wall. It works a lot easier instead of having something set, setting around to a bunch of stuff sitting around on your counter. You can put it on the wall and works way better. It gets it up, and then it gets it up on the wall, and then you got your counter space for other stuff. So another thing that I got that's not in the room, obviously, got my son a Wii U. First of all, thanks to my brother. If you watch this, thank you, sir. And also thanks to my mom, because he gave his Wii U to my mom, and then my mom gave it to, or he gave his Wii U to mom, because it's his mom too. And then she ended up giving it to me for my son, and he loved it. You have to go check out the video when I unboxed it to show him. He was crazy. He didn't really understand the concept of what it was at first, but he figured it out pretty quick, and he went crazy over it. It was fun to watch, and I knew it was going to be video worthy, so I was like, get a camera on him, because I want to see his reaction to when I opened it up. He's like, I don't know what that game says. I grade it, nutty. And he read it. He's like, Wii U. It's like, and then probably the wheels were turning like, Wii U. Well, I don't have a Wii U, so how am I gonna play this? Well, why'd you get me this game? But trying to think if there's anything else. I don't know whether I ever showed this on stream, but and if I didn't, I'm sorry, John, if you're watching or watching later. But Prime John 1 got me this 10. I'm pretty sure it was Prime John 1. Got me this. I'm sure you remember these back in the day. liquid. Sure you remember these back in the day, these little trays, like a dinner tray kind of thing. You fold out and you can set over your lap. I don't think I can, can't really set it over my lap now, but I remember the day when I could actually get this on my lap, get my legs between these two little legs. back a while ago, but I won't use it for that anyway. But what I'll end up doing is I'll put a string in here and hang it up. Do you collect? Notice cards. Notice card. I'm not sure what that is, Iron Knights, but welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I don't really collect any cards of any kind. I used to collect baseball cards back in the day, but I don't really collect cards of any kind now. So I'd have to say no, that I don't, because I don't really collect cards at all. I used to collect baseball cards, wrestling cards. Yeah, I still do have a few cards of stuff, but different subjects. But no Pokemon. Yeah, no. But yeah, I do baseball cards. I did collect Garbage Pail Kids back in the day. What's up, Mr. Chris Tuff? Digimon better. I don't really get into that either, but yeah, definitely better. Well, yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't showed on stream, but I know I've showed this. I'm probably gonna knock 15 things down to get it, but this is the new Superman I got. I'm pretty sure I showed that already. I know I showed it already, but I don't know if I showed it on like a live stream. But he's a pretty cool Superman. Got that 2nd and Charles in Hagerstown. Spider-Woman's ready to fall the hell over. It's hard to put these back up there just because you knock one down, it's like a domino effect. And some of them don't like to stand up, like this Spider-Man. He don't like to stand up too well. His joints are kind of loose. So he don't like to stand up too well. Oh, that Stormtrooper's holding him up, but Superman. I'm not really sure what you mean by. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that word. Iron. Peekaboo. What's up, lady? Excuse me. What's up, lady Scooby-Doo? How's it going? Appreciate you guys stopping in, guys and gals stopping in. But I don't exactly. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying, what you're talking about, Iron Knights. Nonce. What? Yeah, I'm thinking you're just trolling me, Iron Knights, I do believe. But yeah. But anyway. That's good. It's good to hear. But yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna be getting back into the retro streams in the very near future. I gotta figure out. I'm getting kind of limited space here to put the stuff, so I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the how I'm gonna put that screen up, and I want to build an arcade cabinet, but that's a whole other ball game because that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But everybody's telling me I should expand this and Jimmy Seville, Cyville. I don't think so. Why? But anyway. Hey, Richard Mortis, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Just trying to think if there's anything else that I really haven't shown on camera, but I don't believe there is. But if I think of it after the stream gets over with or whatever, I'll sometime after that I'll do some sort of video on it. But I don't really think I got anything else that I haven't did some sort of video on. So what's the next topic to talk about? Again, not sure what you're talking about, Iron Knights. See if we got any messages. Nope. Don't forget this. Okay, so. Yeah, is that like a doing great, how you doing? But yeah, I haven't been on for a little while, Retro. I been wanting to do more videos, and I will eventually here. I'll get in my groove and I'll be doing more videos. But yeah, I'll be doing more videos here in the near future, I hope. I mean, I know I will, but I just got to get in my groove to what's. And but like I said, I want to get that shit set up because I don't like the way that I'm doing the camera now. I'd rather have it more solid to where it's not jarring around. I don't like that kind of. But yeah, it's just it's a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to get it like a little bit better set up. But let me see here. But yeah, let's see. You are my demon. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. I see. Brandon, is it? Brandon, right? Just playing some God of War. Playing God? Are you playing the new God of War, Chris? I started streaming like 4 months. Oh, okay. Are you subscribed to me? Are you subscribed to me, Brandon? Because I'll make sure I go and subscribe back so I can check your videos out. For sure. Phil, lucky that I remembered your name. I don't remember names too well for some reason, but I remember your name for some reason. I don't know why. But not saying you're insignificant or something, but for some reason I remember your name. I guess maybe you're a cool guy. But yeah, I don't remember names too well for some reason. I remember faces, but I don't remember names too well. But as soon as you said about Demon Crest, and I was like, oh, Brandon, okay. Yeah, I don't. I haven't been streaming late because I'm on first shift now, so I haven't really. The only time I get a chance is when I don't have to go to work the next day, and I can fit it in early in the morning like I am now. So, but I'm probably gonna have. I have time off to take, so when I don't think we're planning on going on on vacation this year. So any time that I take off is time that I'm going to probably be doing that. I'm not going to take off just to stream, obviously. I'm going to take off to go do something, something fun, but just not like a actual vacation. But I'm definitely going to be doing some streams in that time too. So that's why I'm trying to get this retro stuff taken care of, like I want to get it. Excuse me if forgive me if I miss your comments, but trying to keep up here. I appreciate that, Brandon. Are you on Facebook, Brandon? Or are you on my Facebook? I got so many friends on Facebook, most of which I don't know that I don't know if I have you or not. Okay. I thought I added you, but there's like I don't talk to too many people on Facebook, and there's a lot of people on my Facebook, and I mainly added them because they'll come in, they'll add me once they've seen I see it. I know that I have paint there. I'll tell you the story about that in a minute, but I know that a lot of times they would add me because of my YouTube channel or my other. I kind of got that. I got the Web Retro Gaming Oasis Facebook page like offset from my Facebook page, so it's kind of. It's kind of like that's kind of one reason why I've got a bunch of people added that I don't even know. Sorry if my mind starts wandering a little bit. A little tired, but trying to keep it in there. I've been trying to do some more videos here, so I got a little bit more sleep this time, so should be all right. Like the one video I actually had to delete. And Chris, if you're in here, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just because I fell asleep for like an hour, and I should have kept it up just for the hell of it, but just so I could, or I should have at least downloaded it on my computer, and then before I got rid of it, because I would like to have gone and seen if I talked in my sleep or done some stupid shit or something. I don't. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I got kids. I mean, that doesn't help. I'm not saying that, I wish I didn't have kids so I could play video games. No, that's not the point. That's not what I'm trying to say, but they're more important than the video games, so it's kind of, the only time I could do it is like right now when I know everybody's asleep, nobody needs me. I agree with you. And working all the time, right? Exactly. But, well, yeah, you got that. You got a point, Chris, because I'll tell you something real quick about that. I got kids. And I'm not just talking about a couple, I'm talking about a whole mess of them. But yeah, I know I mentioned it in the video before, but Chris was saying about about sleep streams are a new trend. When I can't say when I first started out, but there for a while, a while back when I started YouTube, not when I started YouTube, but back when I was doing back a while when I was doing videos on YouTube, specifically live streams like here, like I'm doing now. I would have my phone or I'd have a computer handy, and I'd be jumping on looking at other streams, live streams, just to see, okay, I'll be here, brother. Well, both of you, I'll be here for a while. I'll be here for a couple hours probably, as long as it's going like this. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I was doing I can't remember what the live stream was about, but I was noticing that I had maybe right now 10 people watching, and I was flipping through some other videos and some other live streams, and there was this dude literally sleeping. I mean, he was laying on his floor, literally sleeping, and it looked like it was in a fucking. I don't mean to judge or anything, but it looked like it was in a fucking. I don't know, some raggedy ass house or something. It had a big hole in the wall. Looked like mice to run in and out of. But he was literally laying there drooling on this fucking floor, and he had 30 fucking viewers. He had 30 viewers, and I had 10. I'm like, and what I'm talking about that boring? That I only have 10 viewers listening to me talking, and there's 30 or 40 viewers watching this dude sleep. I mean, granted, he could have something people coming in there just okay, when I do this, just come in there and watch and get on my stream and just you can walk away. I don't care, but just so I get more viewers, so it appears there's more viewers. Maybe that's what's going on, but regardless, I'm really, it's there's 30 between 30 and 40 guys or people, not guys technically, I guess. There's 30 or 40 people watching this dude literally laying on the floor drooling. I mean, he was literally drooling and snoring on the floor. Whether he was really doing that or not, I don't know. He could have been faking his sleep. I don't know. But regardless, he wasn't doing anything but laying there. And there's people watching him. But yet, I was talking, I can't imagine any topic to talk about that would be more boring than watching someone sleep. But I don't know. I mean, I could talk about Barney and it would be, people would be like, really? But it'd be better than watching people sleep. I mean, it's weird. Like you said, yeah, it's strange. I don't get people sometimes. Doesn't make any sense to me at all. But yeah, it's weird, like the way it's hard figuring out YouTube and figuring out like a lot of people are like, oh, there's people out there that actually make a living off of YouTube. I don't get paid shit, but and I don't know that I want to, because I do it for fun. The minute I become like a YouTube partner and start getting paid for it, then it's a job, and I don't really want it to be a job. I want it to be something that I do that I like doing, and that's fun to do. Not I don't want to make it. I don't want to say, okay, this is a job. I don't want to give that title. You know what I mean? When I go to my work, then I want to do, that's my job. But when I come here, I don't want it to be a job. I want it to be something I like doing. If it was, we're just saying good God. Exactly. And I don't want to, but anyway, I kind of got off point there with saying that. But a lot of people are quick to look at people on YouTube and they're like, oh, well, they're getting paid to do that? That shit's easy. Like, and no, it ain't. I mean, it isn't. It really isn't easy at all. I told you the reason I haven't been live streaming a lot and doing the retro games. I didn't lie to you, obviously. I do want to set that up. I do want to set that up that way to give you a better experience in the retro games. But that's not the only reason. There's another reason. Another reason is always content. I mean, that's always the issue when it comes to live streams or videos in general. You got to have content. You got to know what you're going to do next. You can't just go off the cusp. Except for now, I'm going off the cusp, which is why I like doing these videos, because the subject can change back and forth, and it could be, it could be interesting, and people come in and watch. But at the same time, the actual content that you want to put on your stream, you got to figure it out. I mean, it's not easy to do, and it's just like a job. And again, I don't want it to be a job. Want to hop off? Got to get some. Yeah, working 8 on Sunday too. They were asking for volunteers for Sunday, and I'm like, nah, I'll pass. I could use the money, but really, money isn't everything. There's some people in there that volunteer all the time that don't have a life, and then there's people like you that have to go in, Aaron. Sorry, but it's just, I don't know. I don't really jump on the volunteering bandwagon. If I wasn't married and had kids, I'd probably be in there all the time too. But making money. But my wife, my family in general is, I can't really say my wife, but my family in general is worth way more than any money. So, and they're making it mandatory for Saturday, so it's kind of a little hard to accept the fact that, okay, you're gonna have me in here Saturday, but now you want to take my Sunday too? Nah. You want me to volunteer my only day off? Nah. Sorry. When you give me a couple weekends, Saturday and Sundays off, then maybe I'll start volunteering. You know what? Audience wants, that's not easy. Exactly. If you don't have a couple 100,000 subs, you don't. Exactly. It's knowing what your audience wants to see, and that's kind of why I ask for anybody that can help to give me ideas, because everybody needs ideas once in a while. But it's a job. Like, there's people that are actually making money off of it. There's people that lives off of YouTube, like, and it's their actual job, and it's not an easy job. It might look like it is for somebody to come on and ramble, or come on and play video games, or come on and do content for different stuff, and people make fun of that. People are like, "You're an idiot," and that's easy shit to do, and you shouldn't get paid to do that. But it's a full-time job for some people, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all to do that kind of stuff. But I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom. Go out and take a piss, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. Let's see now. Web search again, Oasis is. Part about Surge. Feed the Rush. Do they have Surge out there where you live, Mr. Chris Tuff? I guess they don't make Surge anymore, do they? I think I heard somebody say that they're going to make 12-ounce cans of it or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm back. Thanks for the warning, right? But yeah, like I was saying, it's like it's not easy to do content on this It's just no search there. I'll send you some, Chris. I've been wanting to send you a box of something, and I just haven't figured out what I'll put in it yet. And I don't want to go willy nilly and just send like a big box with a couple things in it. I want to get a bunch of shit together, you know what I mean, and send it all at once, rather than either A, just sending a couple things, or B, like sending like multiple packages, you know what I mean? What's the purpose of the stream? What do you mean, what's the purpose of the stream? This stream has multiple purposes, if that's what you mean. I do retro gaming, I do reviews, I do rambling. Let's talk about stuff. I do regular, like new games. um, toy reviews, game reviews, take requests on different things. If that's what you mean. I'm good for now. Oh, okay. Aaron sent you some. Okay, cool. I get the feeling that it's what? Show my what? My tat to strangers? What the hell do you mean by that? Last I checked, tat is short for tattoo, and I don't have any, so I'm not exactly sure what you mean there. I don't know what you mean by that. Isn't tat short for tattoo? Last I heard. And I don't got any. I don't have anything against them, I just don't got any. But yeah, anywho. Moscow, Russia, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, Mr. Christoph. I was on it, but just quicker at the gun. That's why you're my brother, and that's why you're the moderator. One of the moderators. But the moderator, pretty much. You and Liquid, obviously. Anyway, I was going to do something, but I can't remember what the hell it was. I might even set up that monitor in the back. Might even set up a monitor in the back so, like, I know that, and I know Aaron, I know who I'm talking, well, not Aaron, but, Chris, when I say, what's up, Michael? I wouldn't say picked on, but it's not hurting my feelings any. I just don't understand why they waste their time to do it, that's all. It's just a waste of their time and mine. I don't understand what they get out of it, but you know. But anyway, on to something that's actually worth talking about. I've been good, Michael. How you been doing, brother? Iron must. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Yeah, I can think of better things to do with boredom, but you know, playing video games, you know, watching something on TV, other than some guy ramble, you know, come in there and make dumb comments. I don't get it, but anyway, like I said, I might. Chris knows what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Michael Jacoby. That's good. It's good to hear. How he has to have like a screen in front of him and a screen behind him, because he's like playing video games and you're seeing it behind him, but you're not seeing him. He's not looking at it. So I might do something like that. I have a screen behind me. That way you see me playing and you see it playing too. I might even do something like that. I'm not sure yet, but Oh, that's all right. I mean, I haven't really been around either, Michael. I just been I haven't been yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, it's like I might do something similar to that because that way I won't have to flip. I won't have to bring the camera down and put it on a tripod, put it back up to get this view and all that shit. I might actually just rig up something to where I can on wheels and I can lock the wheels so they won't roll and put that monitor on it and just wheel it over, here or whatever, so you can see it and I could be sitting there playing and I could, you know what I mean? Might do something like that and have get a screen over here and here because I do have a thing that does that. I have a splitter that I can plug into my RetroPie or whatever. They can split it off to two screens, so that might be something I'll do. I gotta figure out how to make not a tripod. I keep wanting to say tripod, but I don't mean tripod. I mean like some sort of I don't know what the word for it is, but my brain's screwed up because I'm tired. But you know what I mean. Some sort of thing with wheels that I can mount the monitor to and wheel it around anywhere I want it, kind of deal. If that makes sense. Whatever you would call something like that. But like a stand with wheels, basically, that I can wheel around, almost like a tripod with wheels, basically, But build something out of wood or something. It'd be easy to do. Put some caster wheels under it, and I could wheel it around. And the cord that I showed you that plugs into my RetroPie, I can plug into it, actually has a 25-foot cord on it. So, and I wouldn't have to have audio going through. Wouldn't have to have audio going on the little speaker because the TV that's in front that I'm actually looking at to play the game would have sound. So you wouldn't need sound from both spots. So that's an option, I guess. Got any new ROMs for the Pi? I do actually. I got a lot more N64 games. I got Ports, which has Minecraft in it, but that's the only one I have in there so far. Sega CD. I'm trying to get it going. There's a lot of Sega CD games though that are real glitchy, they don't like to run, kind of like the N64 games. There's a lot of them that the frame rate's really off on, that they're not even worth playing. But there's a bunch of them that it's not even worth playing, you know what I mean? Hell yeah. I did have the Sega CD, but I traded it off to Jesse. The one that Jesse has is actually my old one. But I was happy to do it because he needed it, and he does a lot more stuff than I do, so help a friend out, right? Help a brother out. Holy heck, that's actually done good. Okay, cool. Turn this off. Alright. But yeah, it's whenever you can help a brother out, even if I can't say it hurt me. It doesn't hurt me, but I want to get another Sega CD now, but it's all good. It's not hurting me per se, but it's kind of a little bit of regret that I got rid of the Sega CD. But then when I look at it, the other aspect of it, I traded it to a good friend, like a brother, a guy the guy that's like a brother to me. So that's, awesome. And he gets a lot more use out of it than I do. I don't get a lot of use out of all this shit, this stuff in the room. I don't use it quite as much as some people think I do. I don't play video games as much as some people think I do. I wish I did. I wish I had time to do that and spend time with my family. But we can only do one thing, and if I'm going to do one of them, it's going to be spend time with my family. You know what I mean? It's the one you gave to Jesse. No, it wasn't the first model. I didn't give it to him. No, I traded him stuff. I got a print of his painting, his Legend of Zelda painting, and I got some turtle figures. But yeah, I didn't give it to him. I actually traded him stuff for it. But yeah, no, it was the second model actually, the side by side. The first model is the old that old Genesis right there, if you can see it. You know, the old style Genesis that's set on top of it. That was the first model. The model that he got from me was the side by side, the second gen that goes to that Genesis up there, which is the second model. That boxed the one up there. I saw it in stores and I was gonna get it, but I can't remember how much they wanted for it, but it was pretty pricey, and it will stay pricey for a while, I'm sure. Second model was the one that connects from. Yeah. You could connect the old one too, but it had this little piece that you could put in there that you could put on the end of it to make it wider, because the old one's wider. Always had to. Yeah, it's one of them things that you wanna. Hey, Liquid, what's up? It's one of them things that you want to. You want to have a second Genesis just to keep it connected, so you don't have to pull them apart and end up either damaging it somehow or getting it all dirty and having to clean the thing off. With a pencil eraser, yeah, that actually works good. Yeah, for sure, that definitely works good. Yeah. Hey, when nature calls, brother, nature calls. And you better be there to answer the call, or you're gonna shit yourself or piss yourself. Not a good idea. But yeah. Coca-Cola. If you're watching Coca-Cola, I drink Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola product pretty much on every stream. Hint, hint. You can you know, fund my channel or something, or you know, not. Yeah, right. Anyway, what is something that might actually happen? Anywho, sponsor. That's sponsor my channel. That's what the word I was looking for. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Liquid's back. Hell yeah. There was some other stuff I want to show, but I can't, for the life of me, think of what the hell it was. But I'll think of it. Got another hour or so, or whatever. Stay on here. Oh, did I show you the sword, Chris? Did you see the sword that my father-in-law? The one I can't say the one's ugly, but the one's kind of like it's like a katana that I already have. But did I show you like the medieval sword that he got me? If not, I'll show you that. Just trying to think of other stuff that I might have missed. Oh, I just thought of a brilliant idea. You know how you go to, God forbid any of you have to go to the hospital. Okay. God forbid any of you have to go to the hospital. I'm gonna finish finish this thought real quick, Chris, and I'll show you. Those things that they wheel around, that they have the computers on, they wheel them into your house, into your room, and they type up, you know, like all your information to know where to send the bill, you know, that kind of thing. That would be perfect to put a screen on, something like that. That's what I'm talking about. Those things they wheel around and have the computer screen on. That would be something perfect. It doesn't have to be that elaborate, but the same basic idea. But anyway, it's pretty badass. It's like it's hard to see what it is on the string. It's like snakes. They're like snakes, kind of woven around for the hilt. everybody's always saying about all kind of off subject just a little bit. Everybody's always saying how Kylo Ren's lightsaber screwed up, how the shit's flying out from the sides, and because it's unstable. Dude, look, people, look. If you watch this video, it's called a hilt, you idiots. They've been on swords for a lifetime now, more than a lifetime, 3, 4 lifetimes. They're called hilts. This is what they use to block other swords from hitting them. You know, that's what this is used for, to hitting their hands and shit like that. That's what that is. It's a freaking hilt on the lightsaber. That's all it is. So now you know. But anyway, unless you're like most of the people that are watching, that watch my stream, like Chris and Liquid and Aaron and them, that are already smart enough to know that. But anyway, here's the blade. It's not too bad. You didn't know? Did you honestly didn't know, or are you just fucking with me? Anyway, I mean, not saying you're stupid if you didn't know, but you just might not have thought of it. But anyway, it's the blade's not sharp. Well, it's a little sharp, but this part here isn't sharp at all. But it's pretty badass. I mean, it's pretty awesome. But yeah. Oh, you really didn't know? No, but see, what it is though is like, you might not have known, Chris, but you wasn't one of the idiots that said, "Oh, his lightsaber's unstable and that's why it's doing that." There's a whole damn videos of that shit. Like, his lightsaber's unstable, but if you look at it, wait a minute, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you the dead giveaway that nobody ever, that those idiots that were saying it's unstable didn't even get. Like, here's his lightsaber, right? There's deliberately pieces sticking off that the lightsaber's coming from, that the hilt is coming from. There's deliberate metal there. They were saying it was unstable, and it was shooting out of the sides. Whatever was shooting out of the sides, why would these be there? You know what I mean? Why would these pieces be there? It would just be a straight lightsaber, just like any other lightsaber, and it would be coming out of the side of it if it was unstable. You know what I mean? That's the part that I didn't. That's the part that I didn't get from the people that were saying about how it's unstable. You know what I mean? It's a deliberate piece protruding from the sides of the lightsaber But anyway, there's that. That's pretty awesome. It's pretty badass, really. Pretty badass. Oh yeah, there's a couple I'd like to get them. I know this is a medieval sword, but what I'd like to do is, I know I have limited space in here, so I'm not trying to collect a whole bunch of stuff. I got, let's see, I can count them right now. I got 8 swords right now. I'm not trying to collect like every sword out there. Obviously, don't want to do that kind of crap. But remind me about that mark on my hand. I want to give you a story on that. It's kind of funny. But anyway, that I mentioned earlier. But anyway, I'm not trying to collect every sword. First of all, it's impossible. Second of all, I have limited space to do that kind of stuff. But I'd like to get a really fancy medieval sword. But if you know where I can get one of them, could hook me up with a good price, like, well, let me know. But I know this looks fancy, and it is. But if you look at it here, and I'm not trying to knock it, but if you look at it from where I'm standing, it's not a real well built sword. It's got to be a China kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's not like a real fancy, well built sword, and that's kind of what I'd like to get. At least one double sided sharp medieval sword with the, obviously, the the cover for it and everything, because I got kids and they do come in here occasionally, but kind of deal. But just if I got one of them, I wouldn't have to collect anymore. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't want to, like I said, I don't have room for a lot of stuff. But anyway, back to this paint. I'm sure you saw in those lines. I started customizing my Xbox a little more, my gold Xbox. I don't know if you can see it too well on the camera, but I had a paint marker. I started making lines black. I'm going to make these lines over here black, and I'm probably going to do something with these portions here, these parts here in black, and do something in the, yeah, do something with the center piece with black probably to kind of offset it a little bit, black and gold. I think that'd look pretty awesome. But let me know what you think. But yeah. What was I was gonna do something, but I can't remember what I was gonna do now. But anyway, let me look for I had a good pair of headphones. My wife actually bought me a good pair of headphones, and hopefully she's not watching this video, but I kind of misplaced them somewhere. I don't know where I could have put them at. I'll find them one of these days, but I kept griping and griping about, I wish I had this this pair of headset again. These headphones again, and finally got them, and then somehow misplaced the damn headphones. I believe they were I can't even remember what brand it was, to be honest. Thinking they were RCA or Sharp. I think they were RCA headphones. And they're the ones that fold flat. But these might work. I need to listen to some stuff, and don't want to interrupt the stream with it. Oh, I know where the cord is. I actually used it on the pie earlier. But yeah, that's kind of, yep, you too. But like, that's kind of where I'm at with that. And I collect knives too. Would like to get a few more knives because they're smaller and don't have to worry about taking up as much space with them. You know what I mean? But as far as swords, I don't want to collect a crap load more, just because obviously I don't have a lot of space to do that kind of stuff. But excuse me for a second. Just listen to this. You can still comment. I'll comment on anything. But yeah, I like to get that. Monitor mounted on something with wheels. That'd be freaking awesome. Can wheel it like right over here. The monitor could be like literally right here. My other monitor can be there. I can move it over. And yeah, it'll be badass. I could watch that monitor, be recording with the camera, just the way I am now, and you could see everything. Oh yeah. But yeah, game room's coming along just great. I want to put up some more shelves, because shelves are kind of how I can utilize my space in here. The only bad thing is when I put up a shelf, that's one more little space that I can't put like a poster or a picture or something like, you know what I mean? It just kind of limits the space of where what I can do with it, you know what I mean? And now that I think of it, now that I think of it, that I was saying I was wanting to make a stand, like with on wheels that I could put that screen on. I could also mount my X Arcade tank stick on there. That would be awesome. And it'd be like kind of like a wheel around freaking arcade cabinet. That'd be neat as shit. I could even put sides on it and kind of make it look like a cabinet. That would be awesome. And then I could just use the screen for, like I said, put it here, play with games off of it, and you could see, I could see from the screen in front of me, and you could see from the screen that's going to be like right here. But yeah, could get some other stuff going here. I know there's some other stuff that I do have all these games down here with controllers, but I did show those on a previous video. I wanted to check out the. I had bought a big tub of like one of those tubs you get from Walmart with games and couple consoles. This being one of them right here. That that green jungle green N64 being another, and it worked. They both work fine. I've been buying stuff off this guy that lives right in the same town that I work at. He always has oh, I also bought a DVD player, Sony DVD player for only $5. But he always has yard sales going on, and when he doesn't have a yard sale, he puts I can send him a message and say, hey, do you got this? Do you got that? And between me and my cousin, we've bought a bunch of crap off of him, and for cheap, and everything's worked so far. I got this PlayStation 2. Oh, actually, I got both these PlayStation. No. I got this off a different friend. I got this older PlayStation 2 and this other Xbox for $20 for both of them, and they both work. My cousins bought multiple computer towers from them for $5 pop. They all work. That monitor that I'm going to mount on something, it works. Just crazy, like. Hard shells are the best of these whole. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely too much. But yeah, this guy's like, he's a really awesome dude. You can tell he's the kind of guy that would do anything for you, that kind of guy. But then on top of that, what they do is him and his dad buy storage sheds. people that didn't pay their storage fees. He buys storage sheds, and just sells the shit off like cheap, dirt cheap. And well, when I got these consoles off of him, I was like, "Do you know if they work or not?" "No, I don't know." It's like, "All right, I'm gonna take a chance," and I'm glad I did because they both work great. But what I figured though, if this didn't play games, I could always mod it. I got a DVD player, another drive I could put in it, brand new one I could put in. Got that from another friend. I could have put in it just to get me by enough to read the disc, to mod the Xbox and use it that way. But I was getting back on point here. I was like, I have like retro stuff. I know you don't have cords and stuff that you can check your stuff with. So if you want me to, I could help you out, and I could test the console for you just see if it works. He said, "Nah." He said, "I'd rather not know if it works or not, because then if I know it works, then I want to charge more." He said, "I'd rather just toss it." You know what I mean? Like, not toss it. I'd rather just flip it, buy it and just sell them cheap enough that I know I'm going to sell them and make a little bit of money, make my money back for what I paid for the storage sheds and stuff. For what's in the... He didn't buy storage sheds, but you know what I mean. He buys the content from the storage sheds that the storage shed renters, they sell them because the people don't sell their... or just people don't pay them, Kind of like Storage Wars, basically. Exactly like Storage Wars. Only it's probably not an auction. Although it may be, I don't know. It may be on an auction based but either way, it's badass. And I got him on my Facebook, and I could message him anytime, and he gets me. He'll find whatever I need. Like if he finds it, he'll let me know. He can't find whatever I need per se, but like if I say, "Hey, keep an eye out for this," he'll be like, "Sure." He gets it, sends me a message, So yeah, definitely awesome. Definitely really awesome, because you need friends like that, you know what I mean? And I'm not just saying you need friends so you can use them and do. No, I'm not using them. I'm just, if he needs anything, I get him stuff. He gets me stuff. That's the kind of friends you want to surround yourself by. With people that want to help you and the people that you want to help. You know what I mean? People you can see that would do anything for you, and people that you would do anything for. It's a trade off. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I'm glad that's the way it is with, that's why retro stuff's coming back, because there's like somebody, they start saying, we're gonna bring this retro stuff back, and partners get together, and all of a sudden, and then they got new retro stores coming out, retro streams on YouTube, shit like that. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be possible if people didn't work together and make it happen. Because to survive with a retro game store the way that Cartridges Galore is surviving, with the existence of GameStop still there, it's pretty rough. I bet. I guarantee you, it's pretty rough. A lot of us are like, we don't like GameStop, and a lot of us don't. But just a few of us not liking GameStop is not going to put them out of business. You know what I mean? They're still a multi-million-dollar company, and that's that's a big threat to anybody wanting to go into a retro gaming situation. Even though GameStop doesn't have retro stuff, they're still in the market for gaming, and it's a hard business to come into and to keep going with a multi-million-dollar company like GameStop. It's just, especially if they decide, hey, we're gonna start doing this retro stuff again too. And I heard there was rumors about that, but I don't know whether it's ever gonna happen. But who knows? But yeah, I like going to. I like you're saying about yard sales. I like going to yard sales, and I don't. I'm not saying I like going there. I'm gonna go there and take advantage of people that don't know what they have. But there's people there. I like when they don't know what they have. You know what I mean? Like they'll sell you something. Oh yeah, it's 10 bucks. Like well, like that guy. You know, he sold me an Xbox for $10 and a PlayStation 2 for $10. That works. Now, granted, they didn't have everything with them but everybody knows it's not hard to get an AV cable or a PlayStation 2 cable, AV cable for it. You know what I mean? Or power cables. They're just a standard like stereo plug that plugs in. I mean, come on. But yeah, it's like that stuff's not hard to come by. I mean, it's easy. I mean, they're a dime a dozen now. It's like they're cheap. You know, that kind of shit's cheap as hell. So it was a no brainer. But and it's not that this guy's dumb and it's that he don't know what their stuff's worth. He just didn't know if it worked or not. So he just sold it cheap. You know, because as far as he is, he's just assuming it probably doesn't work. You know what I mean? And I'm just buying it for parts, which I do sometimes. You know. I bought one for parts when my stepfather's um, PS4 or PS2 went on the fritz. It wouldn't read cards. The memory card slot wouldn't work. So I bought one online for just for parts and tore all the parts I might need off and throw it away. You know, and it worked fine. You know, it worked out. But like the it's just cool to see the different things that you can find. Like you never know what you're gonna find at a yard sale. First of all, I mean, you go in there a yard sale or like a thrift store or something. You never know what you're gonna see. And I like the thrift stores that constantly get shit in. You know what I mean? Like they're constantly getting stuff in. So you go in like a week later and there'll be like a bunch of new shit. You know what I mean? It's like awesome. Like that box Super Nintendo and the box Genesis came from the same thrift store, as a matter of fact. And they were both $30 a piece. It's like really, like $30. I had a friend offer me like 150, 200 bucks for that Super Nintendo in box a couple times. I'm like, nah, I don't really want to sell it. And I paid $30 for it. You know what I mean? It's like how it was. I think it's got 129. I think it's 129.99 new from Kmart. It was 129.99. So yeah, I mean, and I got people offering me like 200 bucks for the damn thing, and it's probably worth it. It's in good shape. It's just like the one. I don't know what kind of shape uh, Jesse's is from Game Dungeon Productions, but his looks just as good to me from what I could see on the video. This camera is like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that say that this gold N64 here looks silver, and it kind of did look washed out like it was silver. So it's like you can't really tell. That's just like Jesse's paintings. You look at Jesse's paintings from Game Dungeon Productions, and yeah, they look good, you know, at best on this crappy camera. But if you see them in real life, well, they're just like it's the difference between night and day. Like it's like yeah, it looks like he does a good job, but then when you look at him, you're like, wow, it's phenomenal. You know what I mean? You can't get you can't see you can't see it with that camera too well. It's like it washes out colors. It's just a horrible camera. I don't know why in the hell I don't know why in the hell PS4 hasn't come up or PlayStation hasn't come up with a better camera yet. Like why would they want this piece of garbage? It's not the worst camera I've ever seen by any means, but they could do so much better. Sony could do so much better. They're like an awesome company. They could do so much better with this shit. You know what I mean? Like first of all, come out with an update for this playroom to where you don't have to flip your damn screen. I mean, really, and make it default with no music. So you don't have to go in. For anybody that don't know, you got to go into a freaking app on your phone. So first of all, if you don't have a secondary device like a phone or a tablet or whatever, you're already screwed, right, from the get-go. I'm not sure if you could do. I'm not sure if you could do it with a laptop or anything, or a computer in general. Not sure if you could do it with a computer. You may be able to do it with a PC or Mac or whatever. But you got to go in there, and you got to, hey, what's up? How's it going? You got to, thanks for stopping by, Trippy, for sure. What was I saying now? Oh, you got to go into, you got to get your phone. You got to go into the PlayStation app. You got to go to secondary screen. You got to flip your screen around, or you got to turn the music off first. Then you got to go and put a freaking, go live. And then once you go live, then you can go back to your phone and flip the screen around. That's like, and then you got to close your app and everything out, because if something should happen, your phone dies or whatever, and you're logged in, it'll flip your screen back around. If you got to make sure you plug your controller in, because if your controller goes dead, it'll flip your screen around. I'm like, jeez, it's so stupid. Like, who wants to film with wording backwards? I don't get. I mean, unless there's no wording behind you, and then it doesn't matter. But other than that, I don't get it. I really don't. What part of the word? What part of the world do you live? I live in Pennsylvania. How about you? That's good. It's good to hear, Trippy. It's always good to hear that people are doing good, for sure. There's so much horrible crap out in the world today that it's really good to hear when people are doing good. That's for sure. I'm doing good right now. I have off tomorrow. My one day of the week I have off. That's the way it's been for a little while now, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. So, but that's all right. Still got 3 weeks vacation I could take. So one of these days I'm gonna take me a vacation. Maybe go up there and see Jesse. So or up there and see. Might even go up there and see you, Chris. Stop in. You might not be able to get out, but I can always come to you, brother. But I'm sure you can step out for a few minutes, go get something to eat or whatever. But yeah, maybe I can bring somebody with me, can keep an eye on you, keep an eye on things around the house. Until we get back, we go watch a movie, do something cool. We'll find out. We'll figure out something. Wow. Yeah, that's the way it's been for. That's the way it's going to be for probably a month or so. We've kind of getting behind, but live in BFE. What is that? Alabama? Is that Alabama? I don't find time to game usually, Trippy. Not too much. I don't. I haven't played much at all. As a matter of fact, when I jump off here, I'm probably gonna be playing some games. I'll probably go 2 hours here, and I'll probably jump off, play some games. Oh, no problem, brother. That's what brothers are for, right? Brothers don't have to be blood. That's all I gotta say. Brothers don't have to be blood. I'm the sad thing is, it's sad in one way and not sad in another, but there's a lot like you and Liquid and Aaron, and I'm closer to you guys than I am some of my family members. And I know that's sad, because I mean, it is sad, but like, it's true. I mean, like Metallica, sad but true. It's true. It's like a lot of my actual blood relatives. They don't want nothing to do with you sometimes. Like, they act like their shit don't stink because they got money, or They act like they're better than you, even with they don't want to talk to you. My family's so screwed up. But number one, my two of my cousins, they're brothers, right? I found out when I went to a family reunion, which I haven't went to for a while because I'm tired of the fucking drama. Um, the one was the older one was mad at the older one's mad at the younger one and wouldn't talk to him. I'm like, well, what the hell happened? Something bad must have happened. Like something horrible must have happened. Well, you know what it was? The older brother was married. The older brother was mad at his younger brother because he had kids before him. Like, really, really, and he don't want kids. So is he not supposed to have kids or what? I don't understand how you could get mad at somebody else for that kind of shit. Man, no time for gaming with that. Yeah, I hear you, Truppy. It's pretty rough sometimes. Good find on. Yes. Bumfucked Egypt. Tell me about it. Some of my family members make me shake my head off. Yeah, I mean, I got two kids to support. I got a wife to support. They come first. They come before all this. I mean, this isn't nothing compared to them. You know what I mean? If I had to sell something or everything in this game room to feed my kids, it would happen. It'd be sad in one way, but it would happen because they come before anything. But yeah, thankfully that doesn't have to happen though. So there's a few things in this game room that I could get a good bit of money for that I wouldn't have to sell the whole collection. But still, I mean, I don't want to sell anything if I don't have to. But if it came to that, then it would have. But yeah. But yeah, back to the whole family thing. Also, uh, I have a cousin. Obviously I have multiple ones, but she I hadn't talked to her for the longest time, right? Well, I had my daughter. She's 3 years old now. I named her Piper. Well, I my cousin Brian that comes here a lot. He's here today. He's in there sleeping, like normal people do at this time of day. But but he told me that she's pissed at me. He said, "Why is she pissed at me?" He said, "Oh, because you named your daughter Piper after her daughter." I'm like, well, I didn't even. First of all, I didn't even know she had another daughter. That's how much I talked to my cousin, my blood cousin. I didn't even know she had another daughter. And regardless of that, who the fuck cares? There's millions of Pipers in the world. Why be pissed about that? To family. But I get okay. I would sell my kids first. Yeah, I know you're joking. But but yeah, life's too short to be holding grudges against your own family because my younger sibling had kids before me. Well, I got news for you. My younger sibling, my sister, she had kids before me. She had two kids before me. So really, I'm not mad at her. I'm happy for her that she had kids and she loves them to date. You know what I mean? That she has a family. I'm not pissed at her for starting a family before me. What kind of shit's that? And then naming your kid the same. Whoop de fucking do, right? I mean, how many Piper you go if you're gonna be mad at people for naming a kid their kid after yours, you have to be mad at millions of people. I mean, I get it. I'm her cousin, so that's probably why she's pissed because I'm her cousin and I know that she has a kid named Piper, which I don't. I do now, but I got better things to worry about than what your daughter's name is. I don't go around. Oh, my cousin Lisa's daughter's named Piper. Maybe I should copy off of her and name my daughter Piper. No, like I said, I didn't even know she had a second daughter. But she's pissed at me for it anyway. I'm like, really? Of all the things to be pissed at somebody for, your blood relative for, that's what you're gonna be pissed at me for? Really? It's stupid. And then you got brothers like Chris Tuff and Liquid and Aaron, that stick by you. You know what I mean? That understand you more than your blood relatives do, and treat you better than your blood relatives do. Well, some of them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all my blood relatives treat me like shit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a lot of them do. You know what I mean? Or a good many of them do. But like I said, you don't have to be blood to be family. So it could be your chosen family. You know what I'm saying? But it just hurts my head to think of what people fight about. I don't get it. It just makes no sense to me at all. Like, life is too short to be fighting amongst yourselves, especially if you're family or good friends. You know, it part of being family and friends is believing in that person, to believing that they're a good person, and you know what I mean, through thick and thin. I mean, that's just the way it is. Let's see. G-Day Web. Long time since I've done. Hey, what's up, Mr. Sir Horn 10? Welcome back to stream. Thanks for tuning in, brother. We got 11 family members right here. See that? Not all of them are talking, but that's all right. That's all right. But yeah, it's like G-Day. But yeah, it's just sad to see what people fight about. Most of the time when someone's fighting it's just completely stupid. You know what I mean? There are very few times when you hear somebody fighting about something, especially in my family, where it's actually legit. You know what I mean? Like oh, I can see why they're fighting about that. That phrase never crosses my mouth when I find out about what my family members are fighting about. You never hear me say, "Oh, well, that's justifiable. Why they're mad about that." Nah, never happens because they're so fucked up. I don't get. Some of them are just so fucked up that it's just undescribable. I just don't understand understand it. You know. Bunch of bullshit's what it is. But yeah, let's see what we got here from Penn and a Cowboys fan, Eagles and Steelers. Say again? From Pennsylvania. Are you from Pennsylvania? Is that what you're saying? And a Cowboys fan, Eagles and Steelers. Well, first of all, I'll tell you the whole little backstory here. I'll just call you Bash. Basham? I'll just say Bash. I'm assuming it's Basham 72. But anyway, to make a long story short, I was a Cowboys fan in the 90s, 92, 93, back when they were like badass, like they had they were the ones that had the good players, you know what I mean? But I don't really watch football anymore. Like, I watch the Super Bowl sometimes, but my mom got me this hat, and it was a badass hat, so if I was to watch football again, I would have to go with Cowboys, just because I'm not one of them teams. I'm not one of them people that are like to switch the teams. Oh, let me see what team's doing good this year, and that's my favorite team. You know what I mean? That's my cousin does that shit, or at least used to do that shit, and that's not me. You know what I mean? He needed always told him he needed a custom made starter jacket. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you remember starter jackets. I always told him he needed a custom starter jacket with like Velcro pieces on it, so he could Velcro whatever team he wanted to root for that year, which is pretty funny. Just make it black. I appreciate it. I was telling everybody, Sir Horn. I'll just call you Horn. Horny, no. I'll just call you Horn. I was telling everybody, yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania, yeah. Yeah, I'm here in Pennsylvania. But yeah, I was telling everybody, Horn. I like to get like one of them things, kind of like them things in a hospital. Well, exactly like them things in a hospital. That they have like a computer on that they wheel around. There's kind of a portable thing they wheel around. Hey, Micro Live, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. And with on wheels, and I got a little monitor over there. I'm going to mount to it, and I can wheel like right over here, and I can put my other screen right in front of me, and I can play my retro games on it, and then you can see it too, because I'll project it on two screens at once, and you'll get the sound from the other one. You won't need sound from the because it don't have a speaker, or I can put a speaker on it. It doesn't really matter, but you won't need a speaker because the sound will be coming out of the other TV. But and that way I can watch what I'm doing and not have to watch. You know what I mean? Not have to watch just like a screen up there or whatever. I'll have to watch the comments, try to keep up with some comments, but other than that, you'll see the screen here, and I won't have to keep flipping the screens back and forth. That's kind of the setup I want to get done. That's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, I thought that would be pretty neat. That way I don't have to keep taking the camera down and I could do the shot that I have right now. Have a screen there that I can wheel around and wheel out of my way when I want to. Because kind of limited space, you don't want to put it, you know what I mean, in your way. So, but if I did that, I can wheel it right here, and I can wheel it away when I'm not using it. So that'd be cool. But anyway, I'm probably gonna go ahead and end this stream, just because there's a few other things I want to do here. Hit me up, Chris, if you want to maybe do a party chat or something. I probably won't stream it, but do a party chat or whatever, or we can just send messages on Messenger or whatever. If you need any advice, if you just want to chat. Dude, you need to try YouTube. What are you talking about? You need to try YouTube. That's what we're on right now. It was good seeing you again. Yeah, it was definitely good seeing you again too. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate anybody, all my loyal subjects that come in here and listen to me ramble for a couple hours and put up with it, you know. And all the new ones too. I mean, you got to start somewhere, you know what I mean. So I do appreciate everything that I do appreciate all the support for sure. Let me go in here real quick because I want to. In my shout outs, I want to include another. Just give me a second here. On my stream. All right, yeah. Let me know if you stream something, Chris. I'll definitely jump on and check it out. You mean like a game stream? Yeah. Just if you do, let me know. I'll definitely jump on and check it out. Might jump on and check out Game Dungeon Productions. I'm trying to find. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, so yeah. Appreciate everybody stopping out. Appreciate everybody stopping out, and make sure you check out. Hold on, let me get this. Okay. Make sure you check out Trans Am 38, also known as Smokescreen 38. Hey, Warhawk. Thanks for stopping out. I was just actually signing out here, but I appreciate it. Will be God of War. Yeah, if you do that, Chris, definitely let me know. I'll definitely tune in. I'll be up now. I'm probably not going back to bed, so. But don't forget to check out Trans Am 38, also known as Smokescreen 38, Prime John 1, Chris Tuff, Game Dungeon Productions, Liquid Cool 360, Michael Jacoby, The Nerdy Effect, Dr. Jekyll, and Retro Mortis. Make sure you check him out as well. And until next time, I appreciate everybody coming out. Yep, you're welcome, brother. Appreciate everybody coming out. And until next time, I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.